Hi everyone, I'm Lauren and welcome to my YouTube channel, Stitchy and the Stacks. So welcome to Flosstube. So Flosstube is where we share our cross stitch. So it's a whole community of cross stitchers who record themselves and show what cross stitch they've been working on and projects they've finished. So I'm going to be doing that today, and today I have a WIP parade for you. So a WIP is a work in progress, WIP. And I have a ton of things I've been working on this year. I have probably way too many WIPs than I should have, but I'm hoping in the next few months I can knock some of them out. And then I also have actually a whole stack of books to share with you that I'm going to be reading soon. And I share what I'm reading at the end. So if you're here just for cross stitch, you can tune out at the end. Otherwise, please stay if you're interested to hear what I read. I'm a school librarian, so primarily what I read is things that my kids would read, so elementary age. But there are so many books that are great for everyone, especially in the upper elementary grade levels. So let's see. Oh, first of all, I wanted to say I appreciate all the comments and kind words that people have wrote in my previous videos and also on my Instagram. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you to all my subscribers. And just thank you to the whole stitching community. This is such an amazing community we're a part of, and it's so amazing to have people who have a shared interest. In last video, I discovered when I was organizing things that I had an extra copy of last year's winter edition of Just Cross Stitch magazine that I was going to give away. So that will be going to Mariah Flashahands. So I'll be contacting you soon, Mariah, to get that to you. So happy holidays, everyone. We just finished up celebrating with my family for Christmas. I'm actually wearing my scarf my mom got me, nice and warm. And I also wanted to show you one of my very favorite gifts I got this year. Was from my brother and his girlfriend, and so she took my engagement pictures in the fall, and my brother was there too, kind of helping, and this is one of the pictures they took, and they had it framed for us. So I thought that was just so sweet of them. I'm really excited because I have all the pictures, but I haven't framed anything yet, so or even printed anything yet, so it's kind of nice to have that, and that was just really thoughtful. And I actually, for Christmas, I stitched up for them the Farmhouse Noel pattern. Here, I'll show it to you on my phone. If it, I don't know if it's going to really show. It doesn't really show up well, but it's just a cute little farmhouse with a barn in the background, all jazzed out with a Christmas tree and stuff for the holidays, and I switched a Farmhouse Noel to their last name, so I think it'll just be really sweet, and it's still getting framed. So I called the framers today because I was hoping I could pick it up to show you guys, but they're still working on it, so I think they've just been really busy with all the holiday framing they have to do. So, oh, I also wanted to show you, but first, I made our save the dates. So that's my big plan this week, is to finish getting all the save the dates out. So, they are so cute, and I made them bookmarks because, I mean, why not? I love reading, and it's different, so I'm excited. Our wedding is next October, so it's coming up, and now I have to actually do stuff because we've been engaged forever, like for years. So in the past, I'm just like, yeah, I'm excited. We're gonna get married eventually. But now it's like, oh, we're getting married soon, so I need to do stuff. So in 2 weeks now, 3 weeks, we're going to go bridesmaids dress shopping, and I'm gonna get sized and order my dress, so I'm really excited for that. That'll be fun. It'll just be fun to see the girls. I haven't seen a lot of them in a while, so I can't wait. But, oh, I had one more thing from the holidays I wanted to show you guys. So my coworker, she made me a little gift, and I thought I'd show it because A, it's adorable, and B, it kind of is sort of stitching related because it's in a needlework hoop. It's not needlework, it's, but I just think it's so cute, and how perfect for me since it's in the hoop, and so cute. Joy. I love that. For my coworkers, I got them all either puzzles or games to play as their families, so they all will be busy and won't be bored this winter break. While I was home, me and my mom glued up and made some ornaments. So we just put them on foam board, and then we put a belt on the back, tied a little string on to hang it to the tree, or I guess you could hang them anywhere really. They're not perfect. Some are a little crooked, but I think they're cute and I love them. They're handmade, so. Here's another one. And my mom, I kept one of them because I've been meaning to give her that one forever. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, yeah, it didn't work last time, so I don't know why I'm trying to show you the picture again. Oh, you can kind of see it. It's that top one. It has a little snowman, mitten, hat, and ice skate. So that one's really cute. I love the colors on it. And then I had a finish that I wanted to show you. So I decided kind of just out of the blue I was going to make this ornament because when I was flipping through one of the just cross stitch ornament issues, it caught my eye and I knew I just had to make it for one of my coworkers because she has bunnies. So it's Happy Holidays. Some trees and a little bunny. And I have a hoop that I can pop that into, so I just haven't because she was out the week before we let out for break, so I haven't seen her yet. But Happy Holidays! Okay. What else do I have? So I think we're just gonna get right into my WIPs. And I also, some of the WIPs will be part of my WIP Go board. So I'm doing WIP Go this year. I did it in the past a little bit. But what it is, it's kind of like you make a bingo board full of all your WIPs, so one space each, with a goal. And it's just for you. There's no like pressure. It's not like a competition. You're just doing it for yourself to work on things that you want to work on. So hopefully it'll help me not start everything and actually get some things done too. So I will, as I'm showing things, I'll try to tell you my goal if it's on my WIP Go board. I'm also getting organized. I have a little planner that I'm writing my stitching goals in, so I think that'll help too. So let's start with this one because this is what I've been working on today. So this is my temperature tree. So this is for 2020, and for each day, there's a leaf that represents that day with what the temperature was that day. So the color coordinates with the temperature. So you could see there's a lot of red, oranges. It was hot in the summer, whereas this was January, a lot cooler colors. And I got behind, so I need to finish up October, November, and December. And that's what I've been working on. So I don't know why I got behind on it. It kind of just got set aside, and yeah. My fiance wants me to make another one for 2021. I don't know though. It's a lot of stitching to get the tree trunk done. So I wish if I was doing it, I would have started it sooner. We'll see. I might do it. I have some time this week since I still have off school this week. And I do love how it's turning out. Though this year was hotter than it usually is. I used like one of the coolest temperatures because Wisconsin, it's cold. But a lot of it, you can see how you have a lot of greens. I don't have that many blues and stuff. We had really cold days. Those are like the pink and purples. But then it was either like super cold or it wasn't that cold. I don't know. Not as cold as normal this year, so we'll see about next year. Because I don't want to switch like color combinations if I do it next year, because I want to be able to compare, you know what I mean? So, anywho, the next WIP is my Woodland Sunset, and I think I just stitched on this 2 days, so I'll show you how far I got. So I have like a deer and a half done and some of the pink from the sunset. Let's see, I think that one's on my... So I didn't know what to put really for my goal for this one on WIP Go. I want to do 4 colors. So I usually stitch by doing 1 color and completing that color and then moving on. And yeah, so I think I'm going to do that, but I'm not completely sold on that goal. It's only like 2 pages, the pattern is in the book. It's just a big pattern and it's full coverage, and I'm not quite sure what I want to do. Maybe I'll switch it to a certain number of stitches. I'm just not sure yet on that one what my goal should be. Next, I don't have a picture of the final product, but this is my Epic Pokemon Generation 1. I think you're missing a corner there. So this is how far I've gotten so far. I believe I started this like a year ago. So it'll have all the Generation 1 Pokemon, and it will be like this whole page. But I really think it's a fun one to work on. They're really colorful, and I love that. But it's a big one. They have online, if you search Epic Pokemon Generation 1 cross stitch, you'll find it online. I think it's on I'm going to say it wrong. I can post it below. Let me just make a comment to remember to do that. So I'll post that below, the link to that website, but they're all free. So it has Generation 1, it has all the different generations. It also has a huge, huge, huge one that is all Pokemon ever. I'm not there. That one's so, so big. I don't think anyone's ever finished that one. That's how big it is, so. Yeah, but it is a really fun stitch. Let's see. Oh, my next one is one I'll be working on January for WIP Go, and that is my Snow Village. And I started this when it first came out, and then I did not keep up with it at all. So I think I like it though, and it is fun, and I love the fabric that it's on. It feels good. I like working on it. I just got distracted by other things. But it's my WIP Go call, so it's on my WIP Go board for January. And I'm going to do 1 part. So it's in a bunch of different parts, little houses. And I will be doing one of them, I believe. I think I'm doing the Peppermint Parlor. So, and I haven't started, but that'll give me a good jump on that, I think. So I'll be working on that one very soon. Get my cute bag for that one. The next one I also don't have a picture of right now, and that is the Deck the Halls by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. And I just started it, and this first part will say hang a stocking, and it has a big stocking on it. And it was just hang stocking, but I thought that was awkward. I don't, maybe it's the teacher in me. I had to like fix it so it says hang a stocking. There was one other one that was worded different than I would, so I'm making my own changes to it, and that's okay. But I like this one, and I'm having fun stitching on it. Oh, let's switch it up. So these are all in no particular order, if you can't tell. Just what I've been working on. I haven't really kept track of the start dates either. In my mind, I kind of know, but this is And a Forest Grew. And this is a Rosewood Manor design. I don't know where the pattern is right now. I have to dig that out. I haven't worked on this one in a while, so I had this part, but I don't have the rest of my kitted up supplies with me right now. But this is probably a third of it. So then next in the center will be a great big tree with like a quote from the Bible in it. And I'm trying to think, I think I want to change the quote. Like, that one was nice and all, but I don't know, I want something different. Maybe something about more earth and saving it since it's all trees. I'm not sure yet. I just want, it's a nice verse. I don't remember exactly what one it is, but I want something that's more meaningful to me, I guess, or I don't know. Anyways, the next one, this was my Christmas start, and I didn't get very far because, well, it was Christmas, so I was distracted, and this was a kit that I got as a gift, a surprise gift, and it's actually a printed cross-stitch design, which isn't something I'm used to working on, and it's on 11 count, which is crazy big to me now. Like, it's actually challenging because I'm used to finding the holes smaller. So what I'm feeling with my needle to find where to stick it through, I can't find it because it's farther away. So it was like almost slower for me to stitch on. But I like the 11 count aspect because you can stitch in poorer light. So if the light's not that great, it doesn't matter because it's a lot bigger. So, which if you're not a cross stitcher, the count refers to like the size of the holes that you put your needles through. Well, not the holes, kind of. Like, the smaller the count, the smaller your little X's that you'll make it. So it will say Merry Christmas, and I just started the little stocking here, so everything will be red or pink, and the kit provided all the floss for it. And I believe you can get it on Amazon. And my goal, this is one that also got called for WIP Go, is to stitch at least 10 of the motifs. So right now I don't even have one motif done, but I'm hoping to get at least 10, so probably like the bottom done. So I'm excited to work on that, and I didn't think I'd be a huge fan, and I don't think I don't prefer in any way the printed, but I don't mind it. It's something different. Next is an Etsy pattern, and my picture and pattern for it got all wrinkly, so I need to reprint it, and I haven't done that yet. But this is going to be a badger. So you can't see it because I haven't printed it or stitched it yet. Isn't that crazy how as soon as you're on camera you just can't talk? Yep. So this will be his head here. So his white face with the stripe will be there. And then around him is kind of like this wreath of like pretty flowers, colorful leaves. And I like the fabric I have him on too. So I'm enjoying working on him or her. I can't tell if it's a boy or girl badger, but I really like badgers. I think I've mentioned that before, that I follow on Facebook the Mr. Lumpy and Friends Facebook page, And on there it is a woman from the UK, and in her backyard, which she calls Narnia, all these badgers she has come and eat. So she puts like fancy nuts and other things that they enjoy eating, eggs, and they come and eat there, and she takes videos all the time. It's really fun. There's often foxes as well, so that would be the dream, to have cool animals just come over. The next one is Linen and Threads 2020 Stitch Along, and I did not keep up, guys. I got way behind. Like, I have like 2 months done. Like, it's supposed to fill like this whole thing, and that's as far as I got. So both the fabric and the threads are hand dyed by Rolanda, and her threads are just gorgeous. I should have grabbed some, but I got a color pack, and each one is slightly different. So I did different motifs with a different color pack. So this one has more like grays in it. This one's more of a solid light blue. This one's darker again, but they're all like in the same color family. And I just love how that's turning out, and I really do want to work on this one. I do have it on my WIPCO board, and I said I want to do 1 month on it. So as far as WIPCO goes, I do want to stick to my goals, but I didn't make huge crazy goals, because a lot of these I do want to like finish this 2021, but I didn't make huge crazy goals because I'm also doing School of Magical Stitches again this year. So I started a little bit when it was Harry Potter themed, and now 2021 is going to be Percy Jackson themed, which is a book series by Rick Riordan. And so what you do in the group, it's a Facebook group, you can still join if you want, is you read the books each month, and then there's weekly, monthly, and yearly stitching challenges. So it might be something like, in one of the books, the one girl like has this magical tree thing. So there might be like stitch with something with a tree on it. Or maybe it's a certain color, or something that starts with the letter. So there's just little challenges that you get to try to do and see how much you can stitch related to the things. So I know I'm going to be stitching a lot of things here and there for that, because you can do less things and just do penalty stitches, but I would prefer to, when I can, stitch on something that meets the challenge. So I know, in addition to doing my 2 WIPCO focuses that month, that I'll also be stitching plenty of other stuff as well. So that's why my goals seem pretty manageable. Showed this one recently. I started this. I did not get very far on it. I feel like it's kind of an embarrassing new start. But I started that one back when I was doing a bunch of pumpkin things for October. And that's Crows in the Pumpkin Patch. And that's by Teresa Miller. So that's another one of my WIPs. So started from this October. Okay, I need to start another stack of stuff now. I don't know. I do have a lot of WIPs, but I'm not too crazy. Like, there's people that have like over 100, and if I can't find my WIPs, then it's just too much for me. Another fall one is Pick of the Patch. And this linen was such a pain to work on. Oh, let me use it to show you. So it'll look like this. I only have one color to... Okay, you can't really see it all. I only have one color to fill in, so I need to just get that out and do that a day. I think I did even put it on my WIPCO just to make sure I get that one taken care of a day. Did I put the other one on? Let me check. Yes, Crows on the Pumpkin Patch. I also want to finish that one as well. So both of those I hope to finish. Next, this one I haven't seen in forever, and I kind of forgot about it. And honestly, I don't know which way it goes. But, you know what I do? I think it goes this way. And you're like, well, what is that, Lauren? This is going to be a galaxy unicorn. So it's supposed to look all galaxy, purples, pinks, blues. And it will form a unicorn. I don't have the picture of it. I honestly just found it when I was looking for my other WIPs and kind of had forgotten about it. But I'm not a big fan of working on this fabric, but maybe now that I got a Lowry stand. Maybe now that I have a Lowry stand and I don't have to like hold it as much, I might enjoy it more. I don't want that one to just go away, so I need to work on it. Next, Napoleon crossing the Alps. So this one I'm stitching for my fiance. I would say I'm over a third of the way done because, well, I'm not taking it out for you, but here's the horse's butt that's not in the Q-snap behind it. But it's like the painting of Napoleon crossing the Alps. So, and I'm working up here on a page that goes here. There's actually one more row above it. So I reached the bottom on this side though. So I'm getting there. I have this one as page finishes 3 times on the WIP Go board because I want to make solid progress on this and keep up with it. Next, another fun one I started is Cows Can Fly Too, and this is by Twin Peak Primitives. And when I posted this one on Instagram, my start for it, Twin Peak Primitives actually featured mine in their story, so I was really excited about that. So I like that one. I'm making it for my aunt who lives in another state but loves Wisconsin cows, so I think that's perfect for her. Oh, I think we're almost done. Yes. Very close to the end. Oh, sorry, this one's still in the plastic bag. I don't have enough fancy bags for all my stuff, so sometimes I use good old plastic bags, but they work. So the next one is Watch It Snow. And for this one, they're all fancy flosses, and I used mostly the called for. I'm using mostly the called for flosses. And I started with the part that says, fill your cup. So I have fill, started working on your, oh sorry, you can see my little ends sticking through. Sorry, the fabric, or the lighting was really horrible right now because I was expecting a package. I hoped it would come so they didn't interrupt me while I was filming, but still no package, so. But that's okay, so it's just, yeah, I apologize for the weird lighting. Another one, I found this little guy that I had forgotten I was working on him. So he's a little Lizzie Kate. I don't remember what the name of the pattern is, but he was a little kid I got from my aunt, and he came with a little red button nose, and I've stitched him before and gave him away in a little frame, and this time I wanted to do another one and make him a little ornament. But something got weird because his body ended up shorter than it could be even with me frogging him, so I don't know, but he's just a little shorter reindeer, and that's fine. But there's still like a little pattern underneath, and there's more to work on him, but he's cute. I'll have to bring him out a day to work on as well. Next, sorry. Oh, this was from Stitchonomy's winter sale from last year. And I'm doing these all in the Light Effects DMC. So they're super sparkly, and it'll be like a round thing of snowflakes. So I really love how it's turning out, but the light effects can be a challenge to work with. Yeah, so they're super sparkly, but just they like kind of unthread as you go, so that's a challenge. But next I have Autumn Blessing, which says, "May your blessings be as countless as the autumn leaves." I started this one earlier this fall. And I just really love fall and leaves. I'm not a big like Halloween stitcher. I'm more of a fall person. So this is how far I got on that. So I would say maybe halfway. Probably, yeah. Maybe a third of the way. What was my goal on this one? Oh, 6 words or motifs. Okay. So that's a good goal to work on for that one. And then here is, I think, my final WIP. Let me bring out the fabric, or no, I'll just leave it in the bag. Okay, so I really love the fabric I'm doing this on. It's by Magic Hour Cross Stitch, which is out of Canada. I love all their fabrics. Their dye is just to die for. It does take a little bit longer than things in the US, but I don't mind waiting for stuff like this. So this is a Harry Potter quote. It'll say, "It is our choices that show us what we truly are, far more than our abilities." So far, I just have the 2 words and a wizarding wand. And it will also have like the sorting hat, Harry's glasses, so a few little Harry Potter touches in there as well. Oh, but so beautiful fabric. Love this. Oh, speaking of fabric, that was my last WIP. We made it through the WIP parade. Yay! So I'm going to be busy stitching this year. And I really shouldn't start anything else, but you know, in a minute I will tell you about my plans to start things. But before I do that, I wanted to show you some things I got. So I ordered fabric from the Fernway Studio, and this is an Aida. And it's a really, really pretty red. And what I really like about it is it's huge. Like, huge, huge, huge. Sorry, it's kind of stiff still. Like, it's like a blanket. So, it's really big. So I think I got a whole yard of it, but that's fabulous because I can use this for a ton of different Christmas things, and it was just affordable. Like, I've been wanting a pretty red for some different holiday patterns that I've been looking and haven't found any I liked / could afford. And then I came across this, and I'm like, well, I don't need a whole yard, but for how long I've been searching for something like this, I will take the extra fabric happily, because now I have it on hand. And then I also bought from them just a little chunk of this color. It's like a purpley, I don't even know what this is, but I love this color. I have other things that are in similar shades. I never know what to stitch on them though, but it's pretty, so I got it. And another fabric order also came in recently, and it is from the Sassy Stitch Boutique. I like their little Aidas. They come in pretty small sizes, but they have really pretty colors, and their package so cute. So I liked their red. I thought about using their red. It's too small for the project I want. But this purple, it's like an eggplant, is really pretty. And this light blue is pretty. It's almost like a mint. I haven't figured out what to use that one on. I have a different project that I've done on a similar mint before, so. Oh no, I found another WIP, guys. It's my Merry and Minty sale. So for this sale, it's been going on, if you search Merry and Minty on Instagram, you'll see what it looks like finished. But so far, I've just done the bottom part, which has poinsettias, teeny tiny trees, hollies, and the border. And then above it, there will be a Christmas tree with candy canes on it, and the cutest little deer. And now the pattern has then a Santa on it, and like one stripe of like the band from here. And it's like Santa's standing on the deer, putting a candy cane on the tree. And it's cute, but I'm not a big Santa person. But I love the tree and the deer. So what I decided, and I haven't sketched it out yet, but I'm going to do the tree and the deer as they're done. And then I'm going to write Merry Christmas or something similar to that I'm going to stitch that on the fabric. And then instead of just doing one stripe, I'm going to repeat this whole thing on top. And I think that'll turn out really nice. The one thing I was surprised about this is how small it was. I thought it was going to be huge and take up like my whole fabric. Nope, it's teeny and cute. This is a flax 32 count. I don't remember where I got this, but I like stitching on this. So yeah, so that's finally all my WIPs, works in progress. Phew, guys, got a lot of stitching to do. Yeah, and my fiance wants me to do another temperature tree. I did not keep up. I'm supposed to do it every day. That's a lot, but I might do it. Should we do stitching plans? Yes, because I said I talked about books after I'm done with all the stitching. So Michelle Bendy, Stitchy, she decided on her one of her latest Flosstubes that she's going to be doing one of the cross stitch the Stitching Book Club's designs. Yeah, Stitching Book Club's designs, the Secret Garden. So in the past, the Stitching Book Club has like a book club where everyone reads a book together, and then there's also a cross stitch pattern to go along with the book. And there's not any current ones. There is coming up one. Oh, what book is coming up? Oh, now I don't remember. Oh, it's gonna drive me crazy. What one is coming up? I think I have it written down. 1 second, guys. Oh, the next book that they're going to be doing is Sense and Sensibility, and she said originally she had planned to do it in January, but so many people have wanted to order kits for it that she's going to push it back. So there's not one currently happening, but if you want in on the next one, watch for that. You can get their patterns on their Etsy, which is Sapphire Mountain Handcrafts. And so Michelle Bendy decided to do one that they had previously released earlier this year. And she's starting that on the 1st as her new year, new start. And that is The Secret Garden. And I'm going to join in and work on that one too. I haven't kitted it up yet. I'm going to be doing that soon. And they have it like on a really pretty brownish, like a brownish red fabric, so it looks like a door to the garden. And I'll have to kind of dig through and find things that I like for it, but I'm excited to work on that with them. And it actually has 2 patterns that comes with it. It even has like discussion questions, which I need. I love reading so much, but I forget what I'm reading sometimes. it's something I work on, and I think having like things to discuss and think about really helps me process and think about the books in a way that I can talk about it with others too. And Sapphire Mountain Handcrafts, they do a great job with the stitch-alongs for each of the books, because not only do they have discussion questions, they also have directions on how to finish it and ideas for that. So that's just so great. And then lately I've really liked I can't say it though. I struggled earlier today. Twin Peak Primitives. They have a sale that goes till the end of the year on, I think it's 20% off all their patterns on Etsy for PDF downloads, and I had to get one, of course, and I got Snowman and Joy. Why did I think it was Snowman Joy? Snowman and Joy. And he's so cute, and he's round, and there's little birds, and I love snowmans. Just anything with a snowman, I'll buy it. Like, I'm sold. I don't know when I'm starting that one, but I thought I'd show you that as part of my haul as well. Sorry, I kind of go out of order. I do some WIPs, I do some haul, and then I have some plans. I'm just, yeah, it is what it is, guys. For my new year, new start, so I do want to do the Secret Garden one, but I think I might start it a day earlier than them. Is that cheating? I don't think so, because it's been released already, so I think I can start it when I want. But for my new year, new start, I am doing Tiny Modernist Unicorn Tapestry. I'm so excited about this one. I just love all the colors and unicorns, and I haven't gotten my flosses out. I believe they're all DMCs. Yeah, it's DMCs. But I am doing this on a 32 count Gothic Belfast linen. And look how pretty it is. Ooh, love this. I think it'll show up really well on that. It's a bit different than what the called for is, but I think it'll be really, really pretty and look very magical on it. So I'm starting that in a few days for my new year, new start. And then I also have an inauguration day start that I'm planning, and that will be One Nation. So I don't think you can see it well in here, but it has in the stripes written out each of the states in the order that they joined the country. So I'm going to be stitching that on this gorgeous pattern. Or gorgeous, I really can't talk, guys. This gorgeous fabric with these classic color works. So I have Blacksmith Blue. It's a dark blue. Antique Lace. And Cupid, which is so pretty and variegated. It's got the darks and light reds, no pinks. So I'm excited about this one. And if you watch Janet Jabber, she was doing this one, and now it's kind of become a sale, so I'm joining in. And so for each week, she stitched 1 star and 1 state, I believe. Yeah. So I'm going to do it the same, because there's 52, yep. So that'll make it done in a year if I do 1 star and 1 state. So I'm going to plan on doing that as well. So that one's not on my WIP Go because I will keep up with it and do it every week. And I really need to. And I told you guys I am, so I'll keep up so I can show you each time. I hope that's how that works. So that's, I think, all I have for stitching. Yeah, I'm excited. I think my little planner is going to help me a lot stay organized, get a lot of stitching done. Yeah, so next I have my stack of books. So I'm truly stitching in the stacks today because I actually have a stack of books. Oh, which by the way, Stitching in the Stacks is also my Instagram. name as well. So if you ever want to find me on there and see what I'm stitching more often in these videos, or you can find me there. So most of these books, I believe, I grabbed from work at school. So to read in January. So as part of School of Magical Stitches, there's the stitching challenges, but there's also reading challenges. And one of them is throughout the whole year to read 100 books, and 10 books in each category, and each book has to have 100 pages at least. So that means I need to really read. So I grabbed a lot of books, so I have no excuse. I do also listen to a lot of books as audiobooks or read them on my phone as well, but I like reading both. I like reading all the ways. I'm a librarian. I like all the books. So I just dropped something. It's fine. Everything's fine. So I have a ton of books here that I'm going to be reading. Indian No More. And none of these have I read. So normally I tell you books that I've read, or at least I'm in the middle of. This time these are all books that I have coming up. I haven't gotten too much reading done lately. I've done some audiobooks and stuff. But first one's Indian No More. This one is a historical fiction one. And it has to do kind of with, what does it have to do? So in it, the federal government makes a law saying that her tribe no longer exists anymore. So it kind of makes her question, like, who she really is then and stuff. So, good coming-of-age novel, I hope. And I'll have to tell you more. So by me telling you about the stack of books, I'm hoping that I will actually read them in the month. Maybe 2 months. And we'll be able to talk about them then. The next one I've been hearing about forever, and that's From the Front Desk of Zoe Washington. I can't wait to read this one. So, yeah. It sounds just really good. It's kind of like a mystery. She kind of looks into, I don't know how to explain it. I'm just going to show you them. Because I'm bad at book talking books I haven't read unless I do a lot of research, but I was focused on stitching and just grabbed the stack. So the next one was the Newberry Award winner from the past, I think 2 years ago now, and that is Mercy Suarez Changes Gears by Meg Medina. I haven't read this one yet, so I'm going to. Because one of the challenge categories, there's a ton you can pick for, but one of them is read a book from 2020, 2019, like all the way to 2011. So I'll read this for, what year did this one come out? It was kind of recent, 2018. And check that one off the list. Another category I'll be doing is 10 books that were published in 2021, but I don't have them yet because I don't really have many 2021 books yet because they haven't come out yet. But the weird thing about publishing is sometimes, sorry, I'm a librarian, so again, behind the scenes knowledge. Sometimes you can get books that have a publication date for the next year, even though it's not that year yet. Because so many things happen to the books from when they're slotted to be printed to when they actually come out. Like, publishing is such a crazy process that sometimes they come out faster than they thought they would. So that's crazy, but kind of cool too. I always find it kind of neat. Oh, this book's 2021 and it's still 2020, but cool. This one is called Show Me a Sign. And in it, the main character, let's see. The main character is deaf, and almost everyone where they live can use sign language. But, yeah. I don't know. Oh, and it all takes place on Martha's Vineyard, too. So it kind of has to do with the first, like, her relatives are the first English settler, some of the first English settlers there, and the disputes with the Winnipeg I probably said that horribly. I'm so sorry. With the First Nations who lived there and her family, and it kind of flashes between the two. So I think that'll be really cool and a good look into kind of what it'd be like to sign. And the next one is The Canyon's Edge, and this one I am so excited about. This one I'm going to pick up very, very soon. I'm reading one of the Harry Potters, so as soon as I finish that one, I'm going to read this one. And it just sounds really good. So on her birthday, there was a shooting that ended up killing her mom, so that was horrible. And then so her dad decides to kind of keep their mind off it. They're going to go on a trip to the Grand Canyon. But then on the trip, something horrible happens, and like the water rushes, and her dad gets taken away, and she's stuck all by herself trying to survive in the Grand Canyon. And this sounds so good. So I can't wait to read this. I've been wanting to read that one for a while. Well, I kind of like the stacks I have going. I'm truly in the stacks. Ooh, I need something to actually stitch on now. Anyways, I also want to read Linda Sue's Parks, Prairie Lotus. Sorry about the glare. So this is another historical fiction one. It kind of is along the lines of like Little House on the Prairie, but it has Asian main characters, so very cool. Excited to read more. And sorry, I'm not doing a great job of explaining these, but like I said, I haven't read them yet, so I'm just excited to read them, so I'm sharing that with you. And maybe instead of doing a stitch along, maybe you want to do a read along and we can read something together, kind of like a little book club. If there's one you want to read and discuss, let me know. I've been wanting to read A Wolf Called Wander for a while. So it's through the perspective of a wolf. It is by Roseanne Perry. I'm looking forward to this one, and I just can't wait. I really enjoyed Pax, so I'm hoping it's kind of along those lines. We'll see. What Pax is I think it's by Sarah Pennypacker, and it's during a war, but now I can't remember which one. See, I have horrible reading memory. I just love the books, but I can't always remember the books perfectly. But anyway, it's during a war. This boy goes to live with his grandpa because his dad has to fight in the war. And he has a pet fox. And then but the dad decides the fox can't live with grandpa. So he makes him let it loose. And then we hear from Pax the fox's perspective on what happens after that. And we also hear on the boys. And then we kind of hear a little bit about how the war impacts them. And it's really an incredible and it's a beautiful novel. I would suggest it for anyone. Next book, I still have a few in my stack here. The next book I'm going to be doing as well, and this isn't in order of what I'll read. I'll grab it when I want to grab them. But, so for the School of Magical Stitches, like I said, we're reading the Percy Jackson, The Lightning Thief is the first book in the series, which it does have a movie, so you might have heard of it from that. The movie is horrible. It is no good. It's one of the worst. I'm not just being a person the book was better. No, the movie just stunk. Really, really stunk. But I've heard that Disney is going to redo the series. So Rick Riordan announced that officially on Facebook a while ago. And so I don't know if we have a date on that or anything, but I can't wait because they're incredible. I don't think I told you about them yet. So the Percy Jackson series, Percy Jackson is a demigod. His dad's Poseidon. And they go to this Camp Half-Blood, where him and other demigod kids get to live and kind of learn to fight monsters. They end up going on a quest, so you learn a lot of Greek mythology in it. So I also picked up, so we're reading the main books each month as part of our challenges, but I picked up the graphic novel so that I can read that as well. So I'm hoping that'll count toward one of the books as well. I mean, it's different slightly, so we'll see. And then a cute one I've seen a lot and I just picked out is Parker Bell and the Science of Friendship by Cynthia Platt. I thought that might be just a cute read. Some of these are a little thicker, longer. I think this will be a nice quick one for me to get done. And then the last one I wanted to show you is one I'm going to be doing next. I'm going to be starting this one over break. And this one's actually written by one of my coworkers, and it's called Christmas Come Back to Me. So I want to start it now because it's still Christmas season. And it's by my coworker, Caroline Ackervick. And it's just a cute little, like, holiday romance. And I'm not normally a big holiday romance person, but it takes place here in Wisconsin and kind of has some scenes that relate to things that are in my school too. So I'm excited to read it and support her with that. So that'll be the book that I'm reading next. I started The Secret Garden already, and that one I'm reading on an ebook. And what else? What is the other one I'm reading ebook? Let me get it up. Oh, I've been listening while I've been stitching, and I've been listening to When You Trap a Tiger by Tay Keller. And it is so good, guys. Like, so good. So, it's about a Korean family. So the main girl and her older sister and her mom, they go to live with their grandma. And their grandma, throughout her life, has been telling them all these old Korean stories, but they thought were stories. And while she was driving on the way, she saw a tiger. But then no one else saw it, and it's kind of mythical, magical, and she's not really sure, but like her grandma really believes it. So we're kind of finding out what's going on. And I love the suspense and magic to it, and it's a great audiobook, and I'm excited to keep listening to it. So that's what I'm reading, and listening to, reading. So I hope you guys are having a good winter break if you're having a break time. I know a lot of people head off at least for the holidays, maybe for New Year's coming up. Right now my fiance is off at work, but he is off Thursday and Friday for New Year's, so that'll be nice to see him again more. Maybe we'll get to play some games, kind of hang out. He works second shift, and I work normal school days, so I don't always get to see him that much, so it'll be nice we have some time off together. Obviously, I'm doing a lot of stitching. I'm doing a lot of reading. Tell me what you're reading, too. Since I really want to read, I would love suggestions if you have things you think I'd like. I really like fantasy. I don't think I have any in here, but I do really like sci-fi, too, so. I saw that there's a new Ready Player 2, so that one I'll have to pick up a copy of as well. So, well, I think that's all there is. Thank you so much for listening to my YouTube channel, Stitchy in the Stacks. I really appreciate all of you, and I hope you enjoyed seeing all my stitching. Bye. Keep stitching, keep reading.